It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They go play action with Ryan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Ryan. He's going to try and go deep again. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. A first down carry by Sanders, well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Kyle Pitts out of Florida was the 4th overall pick in the 2021 draft, the highest a tight end has ever been taken. A lot of people thought he was the best player in the draft as well. Wearing number 8, he's a matchup nightmare for any defense. Good grab there for a 1st down.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He completes this to Russell Gage. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Ryan. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll try and run for it with Davis. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Another try for Davis. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being forward.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jaden Graham there to make the grab. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown, so now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for Philly. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Second down at 5. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 28 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll run on first down. Patterson. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Here's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, it's Patterson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. is Ryan. James has got it. Complete. Touchdown. Richie James. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On first down, Hurts.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
John Kaminsky.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Still 15 yards to go, second down.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Throwing is Hurts. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that's another Falcons first down, courtesy of a catch there by Calvin Ridley. Now in his 4th season, he's coming off of his best year yet in 2020. 90 catches, close to 1,400 yards receiving. He continues to ascend up the charts as one of the top receivers in the NFL.
57, Mike, 57. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 49, check 49, check 49. 54, stop. 54, stop.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 8 coming up. Another run with Sanders. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. The coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. The return is Ward. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. Tackle made there by Kamale Correa.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off. And
he's got a man complete. And he will be taken down. But a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action now. Ryan. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Ryan going to give this to Davis. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd and a couple, Ryan. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. T.J. Edwards. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. John Kaminsky. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Patterson on the carry. Wiggles free. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Ryan. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
You ain't doing nothing today. Check, 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 check. 51, Sam. Hey, check 24, check 24.
On third down, Patterson. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Atlanta, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.